people will live up to their identity and act accordingly. What that means? That if someone identifies themselves as something, they will live to fulfill that. I'll give you an example. Here's a little boy in an Islamic school. The boy thinks that he's a good student, right? He might act bad a little bit, but he's really trying to be a good student. Why? Because he's like, this is what good students do. He's trying to be a good student, but he's acting bad. So the teacher says to that boy who's trying to act good but it's not working, she says to him, "You're a bad boy. You're a bad boy." And he says to the teacher, "Teacher, I'm not a bad boy. I'm a good boy." It's an identity. So the teacher says, "No, you're a bad boy." And he says, "No, I'm good." She says, "No, you're a bad boy." He's like, "Teacher, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good." And then all of a sudden it hits him. He says, maybe she's right. Maybe I am bad. And when he says I'm bad, these horns start coming out of his head. Shaitan. The boy becomes bad. Do you think by him acknowledging that he's bad, he's actually going to become good? He becomes into a monster. He becomes a devil in what he's going to do. Because he now has an identity. Power of identity, what we want to do with the Al-Group students is we want to create an identity for them. We want the student to actually say, "I am an Al-Maghrib student." That's what our goal is. Now, what we're trying not to do is create a cult. Right? We don't want people to say, "I'm an Al-Maghrib student, I hate everything else." We don't want them to understand this. Of course, we want them to keep studying with Al-Maghrib and increasing in the knowledge, but at the same time, we also want to teach them that part of their identity as an Al-Maghrib student is they take part in all da'wah activities that are of benefit. This is part of their identity that we have to teach them. But no doubt, our Al-Maghrib identity is a very strong identity. And that's the book, the laws of bread.
Identity, but not a cult mentality.
Not a cult. I mean, we make our identity that we're not a cult. Do you understand what I'm saying? And inshallah ta'ala, yes, I spoke with him about this. Inshallah ta'ala, we're going to work on ways to get people the message across. I'll give you an example. Like, say someone that didn't understand our focus, they'll say, "I love Al-Maghrib, I hate MSA. I'm never going to help with MSA."
Because that was part of the feedback. That word was mentioned also.
That I hate other da'wah.
No. He rubbed this the wrong way because is this a new cult coming? Is this especially what I guess maybe raised that is Banu Burdu, when the brothers came, the wearing and tribe and all that. It's that kind of scares them.
And it scares people because it's powerful. It is very, very, very powerful. If you have identity, nobody can touch you. If these people, it's like that's what they use the word cult. We're not trying to do a cult, but it could easily go to a cult. Easily.
There's only a fine line.
Yeah, there's a fine line between guys. I'm just saying that we make our identity that we're not a cult. I don't mind the students having a Maghrib t-shirt and this. People, as long as they understand that by having a Maghrib on their t-shirt, it means that they help everyone. And they're good, raised Muslim. I don't have a problem with that identity. It's a university. Everybody has their own. I'm from Michigan, I'm from University of Maryland, I'm from this. It's okay. As long as it doesn't go beyond that where it's like an aqidah or something.
So as long as I'm trying to keep the balance and someone just somehow misses the point and they cross that line, it's not my problem.
If someone crosses the line, what I would do, if I really think they crossed the line, I would personally tell them to chill out. So someone, for example, let's say sometimes they cross the line with the tribal thing. It happens all the time. One person is, like you said, Benu Purdue, and actually they gave themselves that name. I didn't even give them that name. They gave it themselves. But let's say someone crosses the line, here's their tribe. And then they go, "Your tribe sucks. Your tribe is stupid. Your tribe is..." I'm like, what happened? Why? Like, why have to say that? And the guy's just so excited about his tribe that it brings out all the negative things that he associates to sports or something like that. He now applies it to his fellow Muslims. And this happened when we started the tribe thing. Tribalism started. It was the first thing that happened. And I said, alhamdulillah, it's an excellent lesson. It taught the students how to deal with each other when people have different identities. Oh, you're from Qabilat, hey, I'm from Qabilat. I'm so glad to meet you. I've been hearing so many great things about you, and mashallah ta'ala is my chance to meet you, Little araf, that ta'aruf happens. That's what the identity is, but not the shout and this and that. So someone says, Brother Muhammad, there's this guy on the forum, he's acting crazy, he's got his tribal thing, he's got him in a wacko. I'll delete his post, I'll send him a personal email saying you need to chill out. You're acting crazy, it hurts them. They're like, oh yeah, I was acting crazy, and then they learn a valuable lesson. So they benefit because they're able to bring out that junk that's inside their heart and stuff like that. They're able to bring it out so that we can correct.
But that fear should not prevent you from creating a system.
The question that you are always going to ask yourself is, what goal am I trying to achieve? And then you ask yourself that, what do I have to believe in order to achieve that? What do I have to? But you have to know your goals. We're going to do the goal most likely tomorrow. Like your goals, you have to know where you're going. If you don't know where you're going, then you're just driving along with no aim, which is what most people do in their life. They just drive, they just go to work, come back, watch TV, go to a sports game on Sunday, and next week same thing. They don't know where they're going in life, and they just waste their money. What we're also doing is training our volunteers for creating an identity. We want to also give the volunteers identities. So like we might call them the Al-Maghrib crew. So people who actually volunteer have special significance as opposed to just regular students. And the Amir and the Amiras and so on and so forth.